Hello friends, in this video I am going to explain you how you can write a program to insert new node at the beginning of the linked list and how you can display all the contents of the linked list. Now to start with, let me first explain in brief what is linked list. Now in a linked list we know that the head of the linked list like in the head of the linked list we have the address of our first node, so that with the help of the information that is there in the head we can come to the first node, and in the first node we can access the data and we can access the next pointer or the next node, address of the next node. So whatever address is there over here, with the help of by accessing this address we can go to the next node. Now similarly, by accessing the next pointer or the address of the next node, we can go to the next node, and over there again by accessing the location address of the next node we can go to the next node. But over here, as it is null, then this null indicates that it is the last node and there is no other node present beyond it. So from here you can see that just we need to know this value 200, and just with the help of this we can travel to each and every node of the linked list. Now when we want to insert the node at the beginning, suppose if I want to insert the new node, then first of all I need to create a new node like this. Let the address of this new node, let it be 400. So after creating the new node, then what I can do, first I can enter the data, and then somehow I need to insert this node in over here. So to insert this node over here, what I can do is I have to connect the link like this, right? And this link I need to cancel out. So to connect this way, what I need to do, I have to update the value of the head with this information. So in the head I have to update the value 400, okay, so that when I start with a linked list, then this head will point, or this head will carry the address of this particular node. So from here we will come to this node, and from node we need to go to the node at 200. So what I can do, I can put this 200 over here. So just by updating the value in head and by putting the address of the this node in the new node, I just made this new node, I just connect this new node at the beginning of the linked list. So overall what I did, I update the value of the head with the new node, address of the new node, okay, and the new node in the next pointer of the new node means I update the value as this. So first I have to update the value of the next pointer, and then I need to update the value of head, because if I first update the value of head and if I then put this head value in the next, then since I already lost the information by executing this line, already I put 400 in head. So if I put this new node next line after this, then over here I will get 400, but over here I need not 400 but I need 200. So I have to execute this line before the updation of the head, okay. So in this way I can insert any number of nodes at the beginning of my linked list, okay. Now suppose if initially if my head is null. Now if my head is null, then it indicates that there is no node present in the linked list. Now if I want to insert a new node, then first I will create this new node. I can enter the detail, I can enter the data in that new node. Let the address be 400. So again I need to follow these two steps. Means first I will update, I will assign the value of head to the new node next. Means this null will come over here, right? And then I will update the value of the head with new node. So this null, it will be changed to 400. It will be changed to 400. Okay, so now after the insertion of this particular node, I just connect the head with the 400. So if I want to access this particular linked list, so I start with 400, I read the content that is there in the head, it is 400. So from here, from this value 400, I can come to this particular node, and over here, since the next pointer of it contains null, so it means that it is the only node that is there in the linked list. So overall it means that I just have to execute these two lines to insert a new node at the beginning of the linked list, right? Now to do this, what I can do, I can create a function, because like in C program, it is always, to reduce the complexity of our program, it is always better to create a function for individual things. So to insert a new node at the beginning, we can create a function with name insert begin. Okay, and now we need to check whether we have to give any argument to this function or not. So since for a linked list, only information that is required is the information of head. Over here you can see that I just need this head information, because this head information I put in the next pointer of the new node. Okay, in the next pointer of the new node. So what I have to do, I just have to pass the value of the head, because by passing the value of the head, automatically like I can go to any node that is there in the linked list. So whenever I talk about the linked list, I just need to know the value of head. So same information, head information, I am going to provide to the function insert begin. So this will be my argument that I am going to give to this insert begin, and what output I will get. Now over here, since I am updating the value of head, so I should display, I should return the updated value of the head. Okay, so this head over here, like in this particular case null, we are going to pass null, and over here in return we are going to get the value 400. So this will be the updated value. So in this particular function, we are going to give the value of the head, and we are going to return the updated value of the head, right? Now after this, our second task in the program is to display the content of the linked list. Now to display the linked list, like over here, in this case, if I want to display this value 7, our linked list, it contains like 4 nodes, this 7, this 4, 6 and 8, right? So if I want to display these things, so what will be my procedure? First I will start with head. From head I get this value 400. Okay, so with this value 400, I will come to this location, and at this location I will read this data and will display the data. Now after displaying this particular data, with the help of this next pointer, I will go to the next node. In the next node, I will again read this data and will display this data, and then with the help of this next pointer value that is there in the next pointer, I will come to the next node. Over there again I will display the data, and then the value that is there, address that is there in the next pointer, with the help of that I will go to the next node. Over there again I will display the data, and then again with the help of the next pointer I will go to the next node. But over here, since it is null, so it means that it is over here I need to stop. So during the display, it means that I just have to start with head, and then I have to go to each and every node one by one unless and until I reach this null. As I reach null, it is the point that I need to stop. So it means that if I want to write a function for display, then let me name my function as disp. The information that I need to provide, it is going to be head, right? And the output, it will be void. Means I am going to print the content within the function itself. So since I am printing the content within the function itself, so I do not need to pass or return, I do not need to return any value. Okay, so the data type, so the function declaration for this insert begin, it will be something like, suppose if we name our structure as node, then since this head it is going to have the address of some structure variable, okay, of this node variable. So it means that it is going to be the pointer, okay, and since it is going to be the pointer, so when I pass this value insert begin, then within bracket I need to put node star head, because this head, it is going to store the address of some variable of this structure. So the data type of this head, it should be node, and since it is going to store the address, so I need to put this star just to declare it as a pointer. Okay, now similarly, since it is returning the updated value of head, so since the returned type, it is also head, and head, it is the pointer that is going to store the address of some structure variable, so the return type, it will also be node star. Means the return type, like as we used to write int character and other thing. So over here, since the return type, it is the pointer, so we put star, and since the return type is a pointer of this structure, so we put the name of the structure. Okay, so this is going to be the declaration of our insert begin function. Similarly, for the display, since we are not going to return anything, so it will be void, return type will be void, name of the function is disp, and the value that we are going to pass, it is the head. So again it will be like this. So in this way we are going to declare our two functions. Okay, and for this structure, now we can create our function like this: struct type def struct, and let it be node, and then in the two members I need, since in this particular linked list I just have the two details. One is the data, information of the data, and the other is the information of the next pointer and next structure variable. So next node. So over here we need to, this is going to be our pointer that is pointing to the next node, and this is going to be our integer type. Okay, so the two data type of the two members of our structure, it will be int data, and second information is next pointer, which is going to point to the next node of the linked list. So it is going to be struct node next. So means the data type of this next, it is struct node, and by writing a star, it means that this next, it is going to store the address, that is store the address of some structure of type this struct node. Okay, and then we can close our structure and we can name our structure as node. I have put type def over here, so because I put type def, so in place of writing struct node, I can simply write node. Okay, so I rename this struct node as node. So to create, if I want to create any structure variable, then simply I can create it as node new node. So if I write anything like this, then what it is going to do, it is going to declare, or it is going to reserve the memory for this structure node. Okay, let the memory be at address of this structure be 200, and this structure is going to have the memory for the data, to store the data and to store the next pointer, means to store the address of the next node of the linked list. So as soon as I write this type of a line, it is going to create our node, right? And if I write anything like node start head, it means that this head, it is going to store the address of structure node. So in this head, in the starting, like usually in the starting, we can put head equals to null. So when we do not have any node in the linked list, we can put the value of the head as null. Okay, so now let me with the help of the code block, let me show you how you can write a program to insert and to display the information in the linked list. So over here you can see that I have declared, first I declared the structure, and I declared this structure outside the main function so that it becomes global, and this structure is known to all the functions that I am going to define in this program. Then I declared the function to insert the node at the beginning, insert begin, and then I declared the function to display the information in the linked list. In the main program, I first create the head and I initialize it as null, because in the starting, like when we are going to start our program, we are not going to have any linked list, so our linked list will be empty. So in the start, when we have not entered any value to our linked list, so our linked list is empty, so I put head as null. Now I just declare this end variable which I am going to use in my program, and then I make a infinite loop. I make an infinite loop because inside this loop I am going to ask user to enter 1 if you want to insert more nodes at the beginning of the linked list, otherwise enter 0. So over here I ask the user to enter his choice, to enter 1 if user want to insert a new node at the beginning, otherwise user need to enter 0. So then I scan the value of whatever value user is going to enter, that value will be scanned in this n, right? And then I am going to check if n is equals to 1 or not. If n is not equals to 1, it means that user do not want to enter any detail, any data. So it means that we should come out of this loop. So I put a break. So with the help of this break statement, this infinite loop will end. Okay, so as soon as user enter any value other than 1, we will come out of this while loop. If user enter 1, then it is going to execute this thing. Means it executes head equals to insert begin. Means we called the function that we declared above. Okay, and over here we passed the value of head. So in the beginning, when the value of head is null, so we are going to have this value of head. After this, after the call of this function, since this function is going to return the updated value of head, so whatever value, whatever address this value is going to return, that will be stored to head to update the value of head in the main function. Because remember, this head has the identity only within main function, because we have declared this head within this main. But this head that is there in the insert begin function, the identity of this particular head, it lies only within this function. So this head and this head, they are different because they are local variables. This head, it has identity only within main function. This head has identity only within insert begin function. So when this is going to return the value of head, then this value will be assigned to the head of the int main function. Okay, so I then call the function, and the return of this function will update the head of the main function. Then I will print the values in the linked list R. So to display the values, I will call the function display head, and then this is just to skip the 2 lines, so that whatever we are going to display next, that will be displayed after 2 lines. And then it is the end of our while loop, and then it is the end of our main function. So in the main function, you can see that I simplify the things by creating the function. Simply I need to call the function, these 2 functions, to insert and to display the information. So I can avoid the complexity, I can reduce the complexity in the main program. Okay, now coming to the function. In the function, like you can see over here, first I declared a variable n, then I ask user to enter number to insert in the beginning. Means whatever data user want to insert in the data of the node. So whatever value user is going to enter, I am going to scan it in n. Then I create a new node. Pointer. Means this is going to create a pointer for this structure, right? And then with the help of this malloc, I just ask the compiler to reserve the memory for this. So in this malloc, I just ask the compiler using malloc that compiler need to reserve the memory of size this, so size of node. So whatever amount of memory that our structured node is going to require, that amount of memory I asked the compiler to reserve, and the data type I declare it as node star. Okay, so this new node is going to store the address of some structure, and over there then I ask whatever memory. As soon as this line is executed by the compiler is going to put something like this. Means it is going to declare this node, create this node over there, and the value of new node will be equals to this 200. So as soon as we execute this particular line, compiler is going to reserve the memory, and whatever memory compiler is going to reserve, the address of that memory will be given to this new node. So new node will be having the address of over here like 200. Now after this, since new node is carrying the address, so instead of using dot operator, we are going to use this arrow operator. Okay, so new node arrow data, it means that we are talking about the data of the new node. So at that particular location, we are going to put the value of n. So whatever value user has entered over here, that value we are going to assign to the data of the new node. And similarly, we are going to store the in the next of the new node, we are going to store the value of the head. So whatever value is there in the head, we are going to store that in this new node. So what we have discussed, like over here we discussed this thing, that we have done this thing, that we whatever value we have in the head, that we have stored in the new node next. Now after this, we need to update this value. To update this thing, what we did, we put this head equals to new node, and then we return this updated value. So whatever is the address that is there in this new node, I assign it to head, and then I return the value of head. So suppose if now the value of this node, let it be, if it is 200, then this 200 is assigned to head, and then this head is returned. Means this value 200 will come over here, and this 200 will be assigned to this head. So after the execution of this line, the value of head, it will be 200. Previously it was null, right? So this will be executed. Now after this, we are going to print the value, and after the print, we are calling the function display head. So now come to the definition part of it. So over here, this is the definition for display. In the display, what I did, I just put a condition in the while loop, that if while head not equals to null, means I will execute these two things unless and until I reach this thing, that head is, when head becomes null, then I need to stop over there. Okay, so as we discussed in over here, that we will start with head, and we will keep on displaying this information unless and until we reach this null. Okay, so that thing I reflect it over here. So over here I put a condition, and then inside the while I first print the value of the head data, and then I put the head equals to head next. So with the help of this, I will be able to go to the next node of the linked list. So if initially the value of head is like, if head is 400, then head equals to head next. With this head equals to head next, what I will be able to come, now the value of head is 400, so at 400, head next, it is 200. So I just, with the help of this line, head equals to head next. Now when the value of head is 200, so when the value of head is 400, so at 400 the next pointer is 200. So this next, it is going to give you 200. So since it is going to give you 200, so this 200 will be assigned to head. So the new value of head after execution of this line, it will be 200, means it is, we will be in the second node of the linked list, and so on. So over here, with the help of, when we come inside the while loop, first we are going to print the data that is there in the node, and then we are going to go to the next node. Okay, and then when we reach the last node, over there the last node must be having the next pointer as null, so I will stop over there. So in this way we will be able to insert new node at the beginning, and we will be able to display the information of all the linked list. So now let me run this program to display how it is going to display the details. So over here you can see that it is asking enter 1 if you want to insert more nodes at the beginning of the linked list, otherwise enter 0. So if I enter 1, then it is asking enter number to insert in the beginning. So if let me put 4, so when I enter 4, it is displaying values in the linked list are 4, and again it is asking me enter 1 if you. So if I enter 1 again, then again it is asking enter number to insert. So if I put say 6, then it displays values in the linked list are 6 and 4. So you can see that this new value it is inserted at the beginning, means before 4. So it is inserted at the beginning of the linked list. Now again if I insert new node, means I entered 1 over here. So again it is asking me, let me put the value 2. So you can see 264. So again this 2 is inserted at the beginning of the linked list. So in this way this program is going to work. So with this I end this program, and if you have any doubt you can post it in the comment box, and I will answer your query over there. So thank you so much.